Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, everyone by now in the disc golf community knows of the Time-Lapse, the new 12-speed, that's right, 12-speed distance driver from the MVP family of discs from Axiom Discs, the first disc out of the Simon line. They recently were released. I finally got my hands on some, so I figure, you know what? I want to give you guys my overall first impressions. So I just want to go over, is the time-lapse going to be usable for slower or medium arm speed players like ourselves, or is it only going to be for the big bombers? Also, in a recent video, Simon says that the color also kind of determines whether or not, at least in this particular run, if it's going to be a little bit more on the overstable side or on the understable side. Now, we know just in general that is a common theme within discs and disc manufacturing. However, I want to see, is that actually true with this particular run? So I've got a couple of different colors for the time lapse, and we're going to give it a try. All right, so to kick things off the time lapse, we're going to take a look at the profile because this is something that I have not really seen out of MVP drivers, and that is actually consistent domey drivers. It has a nice gradual shoulder. It does flatten out at the top of the flight plate. However, it is still a very domey disc considering that most MVP family drivers are almost board flat. Maybe slight shoulders, but the flight plates are always completely flat. So this is really cool to see. Now, when it comes to backhand, the feel of the time-lapse, I mean, it's a speed 12 driver. I have very small hands. Speed 12 drivers usually are not most comfortable when it comes to backhand. Time-lapse, really not much different there. It's not a very wide 12-speed rim, but it's not a narrow one either. It's kind of right in the middle. So for me, it's a little bit difficult to get consistent grips, but for players with larger hands than me, you should have absolutely no issues. And when it comes to forehand, even though the time-lapse has that dome, it's very, very comfortable on forehand. And also what I like, it doesn't cut into the back of my hand. That is a pet peeve with a lot of drivers, is they will cut into my hand. This doesn't. It feels like butter. Let's go with purple, supposed to be the least stable. Slight left to right crosswind. Oh, that flipped up. Held straight. Nice finish. A little high. I wanted to keep that lower, but we'll take it. All right. Well, they say the red or orange, whatever color you want to call this, is a little bit more stable. So I'm going to try to throw this flat, maybe slight anhyzer. Okay. Ooh. That is definitely beefy. All right. And in Simon's video, I believe he said green was in the middle. So we'll see how that flies. Oh, that got some turn. It's coming back. Ooh, okay, pin high. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Kind of looks like a double mando here. I'm going to try the backhand route. It's a little bit more open to this side. There's a low-hanging tree on the other side, so I don't want to throw forehand. So try throwing these, maybe a little bit of turn, get a flex, see how strong they fight back. Not too much turn with that purple greenish one. All right, I think I have to respect it a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and give greenie a shot on a slight anhyzer. Again, not enough turn. Okay. It's like that purplish one. Well, obviously, after two shots, I'm not giving them as much angle as I need. So I'm going to try to put the red on a little bit more exaggerated angle. Oh, there's the flight I was looking for, the others. All right, a little shorter than what I wanted, but I like that flight. All right, so ran back out, grabbed the purplish one. Gonna try to give it another go on a similar angle to the red. Oh, nice flex. Yeah, okay, a little too far to the left. That's the flight I was trying to get. All right, let's go ahead, try forehand. Sets up nice for that kind of flex just around that tree. No idea what these are gonna do. All right, I can probably actually put a little bit more anhyzer on it. I do like that late stability. All right, I'm gonna try to throw green the same way I threw the purplish. Okay, yep, pretty similar. I think maybe green did just come out of that just a hair early. All right, so both of those, I threw those near flat. So this, I'm actually gonna throw a little higher and just tick on an anti-release. Okay, that's more the angle I wanted. And it still fought out of that even really quick. Okay, I can see a difference. The red is slightly more overstable than the others. All right, so I've been trying to throw the time lapses on slight flexes almost this entire time. So I'm gonna just see how does it do on just a straight hyzer. See if we get a flip up to flat at all. No real flip up to flat, yeah. That's just held the hyzer. I'm expecting the other two to do the same. All right, how consistent can I be? Oh, I threw that one a little bit flatter. But within about 3-4 feet of the other. All right, now for Mr. Red-Orange. By the way, I'll put up a picture of it. You be the judge. Is it red or is it orange? Give that a little bit more oomph. Yeah, they hold very well. Going to be great in the wind. All right, open hole, very little in the way. Let's try to put this on anhyzer. See how much flex we can get. And it's coming back nice. Flare towards the basket. Perfect amount of flex. Okay, let's see greenie. Oh, just throw it as a hyzer. Whew, a little short. All right, so green just came out as a hyzer, so let's try that again. Nope, just kind of threw it on a flat this time. But held it out wider and... All right, orangish red. Let's do this. Ooh, held that a little longer than I thought. Skip it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's still rolling. All right, everyone. So what are my final thoughts on the time-lapse? Is it a distance driver for everybody? Well, slower arms, it's going to have a lot less usage than, say, for bigger arms. Slower arm speed players, it's just going to be that pure hyzer driver, just something you're going to throw, and you know that no matter how you throw it, it's just going to hyzer out. With my small hands, I really don't know how much I would actually be using the time-lapse, at least not for backhand. It's just not... Speed 12s are just not very comfortable for me when it comes to backhand. For forehand, however, I can see myself using this disc. It has a good late stability. It's workable enough early mid-flight that at least if I throw it flat or start it on a slight anhyzer line, it's going to get a really nice flex, and then I can trust that it's going to hyzer back even into a decent wind. Now, when it comes to different colors, is that a thing? Well, I will say the orangish red that I was throwing, that did just seem to kind of come out of those flexes a little bit sooner. For hyzers, I mean, it held just like the others, so really didn't notice that there. It was more when trying to throw the flex shots. That's where I noticed the difference, and I did notice it would fight out just a little bit sooner. Maybe there is something to the colors, but I'm going to need a little bit more time to test it out. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully look for more first impression videos. I'll have those coming out. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. 7,500 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway, giving away 2 4-packs of brand new discs to 2 lucky subscribers. So be sure you're subscribed. Until next time, everyone, keep banging them chains.